In the last episode, we managed to get past AC Milan in the quarter-final of the Champions League. Today, we have the semi-final first leg against Paris Saint-Germain. If we're going to get to the final, it's a bit tougher than last time, I think. Welcome to episode 47 of Irons in the Fire, as we try and make West Ham good and great again. My name's Mark, and on today's episode, as already mentioned, we have the Champions League semi-final first leg against Paris Saint-Germain, and then we have a Premier League match day 35, just 4 games left to go in the Premier League, and we still need to crack on in that as well. A game against Crystal Palace, and then we've got the run-in of hell. 3 games, Manchester United, Liverpool, I think it is, and Arsenal. What a run-in that is going to be. All I can say is if you do enjoy today's episode, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of the series so far. We're going to, I think as it stands at the minute, we're going to play one more season. That's if we don't win the Champions League this season. And then we will be looking for a new series. So if you've got any ideas what you'd like to see me do on the new series, leave me a comment below. And don't forget, you can follow everything that's happening on this channel by following me on X, formerly known as Twitter, at JustOffside2. That's the way to do it. Right, since you were last with us, we've played 2 games in the Premier League. A 4-0 win against Brentford, a resounding 4-0 win. Upper Meccano getting us underway after 11. Ollie Watkins after 20, Shalanga after 41. It was 3-0 at half-time, and then Mumbama getting the 4th goal after 72. It was a comprehensive win, 20 shots, 10 on target, 3.57, 50% of the possession. They had 1 shot, didn't hit the target, 0.04 and 50% of the possession. It was a good win against Brentford away from home, and then we went to Molineux and played Wolves. In that one, Wolves taking the lead after 19 minutes through Guedes, and Todibo, it took him until 44th minute for Todibo to get us level at half-time 1-1, and then James Ward-Prowse, a penalty spot after 52 minutes, giving us the lead, and then just as we got into injury time at the end of the game, made it safe by scoring a second on 92 minutes, 13 shots, 7 on target, 2.52, 57% of the possession against their 4-2, 1.65 and 43% of the possession. A potential banana skin got around, I should say. But thankfully, we managed to do that. This is how the table looks after that little round of games. Some have got 3 games to play. Some have got 4 games to play. That is our 4th game to play. Manchetser City, running back into decent form. They are on 84 points. We're 7 points behind them with a game in hand on 77. We've used some of those games in hand that we had over them up. Arsenal also on 35 are on 74, 3 points behind us, but we have a game in hand over them as well. We have a game in hand over Liverpool. They're on 73. Manchester United are in 5th. They've got a couple of games in hand, a game in hand over us. They're on 66 points. They're away from us at the moment. They're on a decent run at the moment, though. 4 out of their last 5 they've won. Aston Villa are in 6th on 64, and our other opponents in today's episode. Crystal Palace, they are currently 7th on 55. Brighton already relegated. Wolves and Burnley looking to avoid joining them, but after today's round of games, they could well be on their way because, as you can see, 9 points, and there's only 9 points available to Burnley, so it's not looking promising, is it? Let's face it. So Burnley and Wolves in that danger zone as it currently stands. Right, let's get on with the episode. We have 2 very important matches. Paris Saint-Germain is first up in the Champions League, and I don't think we've played them before. Yes, we have played them before. Played them in the league phase not this season just gone, but the season before, I think it was, or was it the start? No, it was the start of this season. I tell a lie. So we have played them in the thing, lost 3-1 to them on that occasion. at the Parc des Princes. So that gives you some sort of idea, based on the 3-1, if it was to be a similar sort of result, what sort of what we need in this first leg here at the London Stadium. We need a clean sheet, and we need to prepare out 3 goals, a bit like the AC Milan, if we can. It's a good job. Nothing away goals don't count double, isn't it? Really. Right. We are without Thilo Carrera, who's suspended. Mohamed Kudus is out with a groin strain, and they are without Ugarte, who is also suspended. Let's go and have a look at the team that faces Paris Saint-Germain. And before we have a look at the team that faces Paris Saint-Germain, I should have told you that Liverpool have beaten Real Madrid in their semi-final first leg by 2-0. Mo Salah getting both their goals. So they take a lead to Spain. Whether it's enough or not, time will tell. And here is the team that faces Paris Saint-Germain in this first leg of the Champions League semi-final. Mazzulia in goal, Parisi, Upamecano, Zuma and Wagnerman are defensive line. Shalanga, Ward-Prowse and Souček in midfield. Kamada sits behind Bowen and Abraham up front. And on the bench it is Areola, Todibo, Samadic, Watkins, Emerson, Paqueta, Mumbama, Sufal, Fernels, Scholes, Tarima and Orford. And here we are back at the London Stadium, and our usual formation. Paris Saint-Germain. They have Mane up front, Mbappe, Fabian, Dembele. They're playing a 4-3-3 effectively with a defensive midfielder. Paris Saint-Germain in all blue tonight. Dembele coming away with that ball, but we've won the ball back. Xavier, it's all about putting our chances away tonight. Xavier, Ward-Prowse, Bowen, Wagnerman, can he get this ball into the area? He can. It's deep. He's headed in. Tammy Abraham, 10th goal of the season. And we take an early lead, 7 minutes on the clock. The only other way of beating them, I think, is just to blow them away. On the head of Tammy Abraham. Donnarumma coming out for it, misses it. 36 minutes on the clock. Wagnerman to Zuma. Upamecano looking for a way through. Ward-Prowse. Xavier chips it over. Abraham's in again. And he scores again. 11th of the season. Question whether he was offside. And it's going to be checked. Defenders waving their arms about. It's a goal. And we go 2 up. Tammy Abraham 2. 2-0 on the night. And on 37 minutes, a lovely through ball. He was well onside when that ball was played. Whether we'll see the lines or not, I don't know. But beats Donnarumma. We will see the lines. There we are. Oh, it's probably not much in it, actually. It was very narrow, but he was onside. More highlights in that first half. Well, I think we've done very well. I mean, admittedly, they will have probably come to try and keep the score to a perceptible level, with the idea of going back and doing whatever to us at the Parc des Princes, but we hope to hang on. 5 shots, 3 on target, 0.41 on 41% of the possession, 0.54 on the XG. They've had 2 shots, 1 on target, 0.26 on the XG, 59% of the possession. So far so good. A couple more goals in the second half would be very nice. We have a free kick, 55 on the clock. I presume it's Ward-Prowse standing over it. Is he going to have a go from distance? It is Ward-Prowse. Or is he going to pass it? This is the question. He's going to have a go. And Donnarumma had to make the save. It's gone for a corner. Bowen with a corner on that far side. It's going to be an in-swinger. It's going to be deep, looking for Upper Meccano. We didn't find him, and they've got a breakout, but Xavier Bowen, highlight continuing. It's almost straight after. Well, I thought it was going to be a replay, but it's not. Zuma, Wagner Man, Zuma, Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse has Upper Meccano there. Upper Meccano through to Xavier. Xavier. Upper Meccano. Parisi. Don't do anything stupid here, boys. Upper Meccano. Zuma. They've pushed us right back. Zuma. Upper Meccano. Just need to be careful not to do anything rash here. Xavier. Xavier through to Bowen. Ooh, and I think Donnarumma. He was offside. And Donnarumma had to make the save, though, I think. Because otherwise that was going in. And he just got enough fingers to that. And with 76 minutes on the clock, making two changes, we have taken off all Tammy Abraham, who was tiring, brought on Ollie Watkins to replace him. And the other changes in midfield, we've taken off Souček and brought on Lucas Paqueta. They have a free kick deep in their half. And they've moved Mbappe up front. We try and force them back. 2 goals may not be enough, and if they were to score, 1 I don't think certainly wouldn't be. But we've tracked that back, trying to win the ball. And this is dangerous, very dangerous. Mbappe's in the middle there, and then Mbappe gets his head on it. He's 28th of the season, and they've cut the lead to a goal on 84 minutes, I think it is. Exactly what we didn't want to happen. Oh, it got a deflection, didn't it? Got a deflection off of Zuma. And with 84 minutes on the clock, we're going to make a couple more changes. Dashi Kamada comes off for Samadic. Samadic is better as an advanced playmaker, I think. Albeit I'm going to leave him as a shadow striker today. The other change that we made is we've taken off Wagner Man and brought on Soufal. And it's all over. It's 2-1 win. But I don't think a 1 goal is going to be enough in Paris. That is for sure. 10 shots, 6 on target, 1.06 on the XG, 45% of the possession. They have 6 shots, 5 of which were on target, 1.05 and 55% of the possession. It's a goal lead, and we have managed to beat them in 1 leg. But I'm just really not comfortable with the fact that going to Paris, it's going to be enough. And so here we are at match day for the Premier League match day 35 against Crystal Palace, currently in 7th place. We are out without Kudos, who's out with a groin strain. They have a full quota of players to choose from. Played them 4 times this series, lost to them AFL Cup 3rd round, the Premier League last season, and drew with them here at the London Stadium 0-0. And then earlier in the season, we beat them 2-0 here at the London Stadium. But the last time we played at Selhurst Park, it was a 3-1 loss. Let's hope today isn't a repeat. And here is the team that faces Crystal Palace in this Premier League matchday 35. Mazulia is in goal. Parisi, Friedel, Todibo and Soufal are defensive line. Kahera, Shalaga and Upper Meccano in midfield. Samadic sits behind Mubama and Watkins up front. Areola, Zuma, Paqueta, Bowen, Wagnerman, Kamada, Abraham, Emerson and Ward-Prowse make the bench. And here we are at Selhurst Park. They are playing a 4-2-3-1. Won 3 of their last 5 matches, drawn the other 2, so not lost in 5. And we have that 1 loss showing up on there, playing our usual formation. Not a good place to come for us. We are currently 2nd on 77. They are 7th on 55. And we have a highlight from kickoff we get the game underway. It's gone out wide to Parisi. Parisi, it back inside to Kahera. Parisi, Xavier, Samadic. Samadic crosses it wide for Sufal. Sufal now. What's he going to do? He's cut back. He's got it into the area. Samadic hops over it, and I don't know what's gone on there. Referee's looking to see if there's a penalty. And we're inside the first minute, 32 seconds. And it is a penalty. Hughes tripping Samadic, and Samadic will take the penalty. Goalkeeper the wrong way, and inside the second minute, we go 1 up. 15th goal of the season for Samadic. Sent the goalkeeper Henderson the wrong way. Sinistra with a free kick, and Hughes gets them back level. He's offside. Second goal of the season for Hughes. His mistake at the other end. Is this going to be a goal or not? It is a goal. He was onside, and he's made amends very quickly. Well worked free kick. 1-1. Oh, not much in it, but I think he's just onside. Mitchell with a free kick. 14 minutes on the clock. Sinistra. It's cut out by Sufal, but kept in. Mustafa is giving him too much space, but straight into the arms of Mazulia. We have a free kick the other end. Samadic, Kahera beats the goalkeeper. Second goal of the season. Question of whether he was offside or not. But he wasn't. He was onside, just like Will Hughes. Definitely onside. No question of it. See the line, just to prove it. He was more onside than Will Hughes was, to be fair. And half-time arrives. And we have snuck into the lead. Crystal Palace giving us a runabout. 4 shots, 4 on target, 0.69. And 60% of the possession. We've had 3 shots, 2 on target, 0.93 and 40% of the possession. Samadic scoring from the penalty spot after 2 minutes. And then Samadic, the provider for Kahera, on 43 to give us the lead. Can we hang on to it? In fact, can we increase it in the second half? Crystal Palace made 2 changes at half-time, Wolf being one of them. He's throwing to Mustafa. Richards. Lukabicchio. Giving us the runaround at the moment. We need to defend. And he's gone, and Mustafa has gone round his player, Sinistra. And he sweeps that into the off the post. 2-2 on 53. And Crystal Palace not making life easy for us. And with 53 minutes on the clock, we've made 2 changes. We've taken off Ollie Watkins up front, brought on Tammy Abraham, and we've also taken off Parisi and brought on Emerson. Free kick just inside our half. Todibo to Sufal. Sufal comes scampering across for that. Todibo's free kick was a bit short. Xavier over the top looking for Abraham, but way off the piece there. Long ball forward. Friedel heading it back, but only as far as Anderson. And Upamecano steps in, wins that ball, but gives it away straight away. Not even able to form attack, but Abraham gets in there. So Samadic, back to Samadic. Samadic to Mabama. Mabama puts it away, but I think he's offside. I think he was offside. No, he wasn't. He was onside, and Mabama gets a goal. It was good thinking by Samadic. Tammy Abraham had a lot of ground to make up. Mabama was through and hits it first time, beating Henderson 3-2. We'll see the line now. Oh, just as he touched that, it's not much in it, but oh, dearie me. The Quebecchio, and that we peg us back every time we get in front. Todibo heads out away though, and we need to get a grip. Oh, it's come back off the woodwork. A bit of luck, maybe. Still lurking around there through the legs. Oh, still logging. Another shot, but Mazulia catches that one. And with nearly 66 minutes on the clock, making one more change, Shalaga is off, and we've brought on Lucas Paqueta to replace him. And a throw in on that far side, Sinanestra. All the way back to Henderson in goal. And Hughes. As we try and win this ball back, giving us a run around at the minute. Cut out by Paqueta. Mubama to Abraham. Abraham has a shot, puts it away, and we go 4-2 up after 69 minutes. And I think that's given us a big enough cushion now. Seen off Crystal Palace being very dogged. And Abraham, it was fine. He got himself plenty of time, stayed calm. And with 73 minutes on the clock, making our final two changes, we have taken off Dayot Upamecano, who's had a fine day in midfield there. Replaced him with Kurt Zouma. And the other change that we've made is at the back. It's Vladimir Soufal is off, and he's been replaced by Joshua Wagnerman. They have a corner now. Will Hughes has gone off. Tavernier Carrera heads it away, but only back as far as Tavernier. Tavernier's run into space, and actually Mazulia stops it. Why we let him run at us and run into space, I don't know, but he just kept going until he wanted to pull the trigger. And we have a corner, 84 minutes on the clock. Samadic and Todibo at the near post puts away his 9th goal of the season, 5-2. And this is a bit of a runaway now. It's gathered pace as the game has gone on. Todibo getting up in front of the defender. Another corner, Samadic. Again, this one a bit deeper, but it's headed over the top this time. Not sure who got the head on it. Might have been Zouma, actually. And it's all over. It's a 5-2 win, 2-1 at half-time. They got back on level terms after 53, but Mubama after 60, Abraham 69, and Todibo on 85. 9 shots, 5 on target, 1.74, 41% of the possession. They were unlucky, really. They had 10 shots, 8 of which were on target, 1.52 and 59% of the possession. Mazulia having a good game in our goal, of course. Which did go a long way to help. Soufal having a poor day. I didn't realise he was on 5.9. I know he was on 6 when he come off. But Samadic, a player of the match. And I think you could probably truthfully say that was the case, because he had 4 clear-cut passes, 1 clear-cut chance created, 3 assists, and a goal to boot. Yeah, definitely player of the match. And here are today's other results. And Chelsea drawing 2-2 with Manchester United. Manchester United have completely capitulated then. No challenge from them. Liverpool beat Brentford by 4-1, which means that they are in 3rd place on 76 points. 4 points behind us, and we do have a game in hand over them. So I'd like to think the most they can get is 82. So another win would see us guarantee 2nd place without any shadow of a doubt. Arsenal, they are 6 points adrift of us, same amount of games played. So we'll see what comes of that. So as it stands, the other game of note was down the bottom, and Burnley picking up another loss at the bottom there means that they are relegated along with Wolves. Brighton already are gone. Wolves and Burnley can no longer catch a Bournemouth. So with only 6 points available to them, Both of them are in the Championship next season. Bournemouth survive, as do Brentford and Norwich. So that's all tied up down the bottom there. It's just the final places up here. And Crystal Palace have a 4-point cushion over Chelsea, obviously trying to secure that, which is why they wanted to win today, securing that last European place. But they just need one more win to secure that and prevent Chelsea from a European place next season. Albeit Chelsea have done quite well to get back up to 8th. They were down here a little while back, so they have pulled themselves up quite a little bit. There are games to be played, and we will have a game in hand over Manchetser City again. And all we can hope is, if they go and lose that game in hand, we would literally, if we can win the game in hand, then we would be 1 point behind them. But we'll see what that comes out. We'll start the next episode when we'll check in to see how that particular game went. In fact, if we go, I'm not sure we can do it this way. Can we do it this way? Yeah, we can. As you'll see, they're playing Aston Villa. Arsenal playing Leicester. So those games to come. And then Tuesday, Aston Villa will play Manchester United. That's using the game in hand up. So they will be on level pegs then with everybody. And then the penultimate round starting on Saturday with games on Sunday. Arsenal playing Sunday again. And we have a game against, that's the game in hand. That is the game in hand against Manchester United at the London Stadium on Wednesday the 14th of May. And then it is final day. And obviously everybody playing at 2 o'clock on the final day as everything gets worked out. We'll see where we are when we get to that. We're going to come back for the next episode. A 1-goal lead against Paris Saint-Germain to take to the Parc des Princes. Doesn't bode well, but you never know. Stranger things have happened. Then it's back to the London Stadium for a match against Liverpool in the Premier League, match day 36. And then in the final episode of this season, it will be Manchester United and Arsenal, and possibly a Champions League final special if we can get past Paris Saint-Germain. But that's a big if. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up. Subscribe, hit the notification button. Keeps you up to date with all future episodes of Irons in the Fire and our other series, bottom to the top, as they are released. New episodes of Irons in the Fire will be released every Monday and Thursday at 4:15 p.m. And the best way of keeping up to date what's happening on this channel is to follow me on X, formerly known as Twitter, at JustOffside2. Hope to see you for the next episode, and a big thank you for watching. Until next time, have yourselves a great weekend. We'll be back on Monday with episode 48. Till then, bye-bye.